Hi there. This is the vision log for the E4 exhaustive commentary set. On the 7th of April, Bob, Lisa, and I, Kate Franklin, had a meeting about talking about the idea of building an E4 exhaustive commentary. There are several different words that we bandied about, trying to figure out what would be the distinctives of this particular commentary. As everyone knows, commentaries are kind of a dime a dozen. There are many wonderful ones, but what can we do to make E4s distinctive? So some of the words that we thought about were ecumenical. We would love to be able to focus, as we do in many of our other sets, we would love to be able to focus on the contributions of many different branches of the church, many different theological persuasions, looking at those the contributions of the greatest men of God across the ecclesiastical table and just saying that these are the best of the commentaries. So we need to be doing exhaustive research, but when we've actually come up with what we would like to include, what we will do for this exhaustive commentary is we will take things book by book. So unlike many commentaries, and I looked up a few so that we could see kind of what we're dealing with, this is what Google brought up when I typed in Bible commentary or biblical commentary. Most commentaries are by one author, and they go through the whole Bible. There are many whole Bible commentaries. Those are wonderful. But you very seldom have in one particular place the greatest Bible commentaries all arranged by biblical book. So what we're going to do for our exhaustive E4 commentary, or these are the thoughts on it, is to take each book of the Bible and to match it with the best commentaries available for that book. We would probably start out with the New Testament books, the four Gospels. There have been many commentaries on that. And once we had gathered the best commentaries, we would choose one that we wanted to highlight. This would be volume 1. So let's say if we were thinking about doing the Gospels, there would be, let's say, 3 volumes for each book of the Bible. So volume 1, let's say, of the Matthew, so here's Matthew, and then volume 1 would be one author. Let's say John Brown had done a really good commentary on Matthew. So that would be volume 1. Volume 2, let's say that John Calvin had done a great commentary on Matthew 2. We didn't like it quite as much as the John Brown one, but it was pretty good. So we included it in the volume 2. Volume 3 would be somebody else whose commentary on Matthew was stellar. So ultimately, each book of the Bible would have 3 volumes. We would release these volumes. So let's say we wanted to start the release of this commentary set in January of 2011. And what we would do is we would take Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and we would have the 3 volumes from each book released, and highlighting specifically the volume 1. Now, that's the idea that we have right now. So it would take us quite a bit. We would plan a whole year to release this set, and then at the end of the year, you would be able to buy the entire exhaustive E4 commentary. And it would be, if our vision can be fulfilled, one of the most exhaustive ecumenical commentaries that is available. And would also, because we plan to thoroughly cross-reference. So not only is this going to be organized by book of the Bible, but it's also going to be thoroughly cross-referenced by subject. We're thinking about some of the different systematic theology kind of ideas. So we would have doctrine of the word. So every time you would be able to click on doctrine of the word, and you'd be able to sort the commentaries like that. So if you didn't want to go straight by biblical book, you could also do it by subject, by theological subject. So this would be thoroughly cross-referenced. It would also, one of our other ideas, is to have an editor go through and very thoughtfully organize the book visually so that important thoughts are immediately apparent to the reader. So in a short scan of any particular chapter of a book, you would be able to see the basic ideas that are being presented. So it would be provided for the reader. That kind of organization would be provided for the reader. So this would be more thoroughly edited than just about anything else that E4 has done. But this would be, as I said, an exhaustive commentary. This would be something that would take a year to present to the public, probably take a year to gather and to edit.